Hello, this is J-Toll with the director's commentary for Eternal Tower Object Hell Episode 1. Now I gotta talk fast because I have a lot to talk about. That WE, that's gonna be something. For this section where he's explaining the show, I kind of wish I animated better because it's really boring to watch because it's just lazily drawn drawings. For the black bars, the black bars is a very, I don't like that, a very intentional choice. I mean, I just wanted to feel like one of those old campy TV shows. Oh, this is the intro. It's bad and outdated. I wanted to update it, but I didn't have I didn't have the time, and I don't think anybody cared. But the next episode will have a very much better and updated intro. Yeah, pretty much every character went through a design change, which was kind of funny. But yeah, I really need to update this. But yeah, I like the whole TVPG things in the beginning because it still gives you the feeling that you're watching a reality show. Which I intend this to kind of be a reality show. That's why the black bars and stuff, you know, it's supposed to give you a feeling. Am I doing the feeling wrong? Maybe, but I think I'm doing it right. Also, this video isn't actually in 4:3. I made a mistake. Yeah, the initial background's pretty lazy. This one, it's good. I wish I could do more shade on the Discord building, but hopefully no one cared. Oh yeah, there's literally nowhere in this episode where I actually called the show Eternal Tower Object Hell, which is kind of disappointing, but what are you gonna do, you know? The lips don't actually sync in this one the way they do in the rest of the episode because I was animating them in a different way, which I should probably learn for the next episode, but yeah, I chose not to make the first part of the episode better, like in line with the rest of the iconic frown twitch. Oh wait, it's not in because I updated the frowns, but yeah. The smiles twitch in this episode because I was trying to make them look bouncy too, but that ended up just making them twitch. And the twitching does not look nice, so I will definitely fix that for the next episode. Yeah, when I had a new idea, I was mainly making this episode in order for like the first half. So when I had a new idea, I was just updated for the rest of the episodes. I wouldn't go back to the previous sections and put it in because I just wanted to feel like there was a sense of progression in the show. Just like the Discord text, the floating Discord text in the background, I didn't include that in the first shot because I hadn't thought of it yet, and I just wanted to like kind of have a progression, even though I kind of wish I did. Oh, there's the BFDI sound effects. I'll be using more. I think it's kind of funny. You know, every object show does. It really makes this object show feel official. I don't know why there's such a difference in size between TOCI and TOJ in this shot. I did not think about that until it was too late. Yeah, I intended for it to be like, I'm actually not sure what this is, but like the characters would exit from the back of the Discord server, and you could literally see the exit that they're exiting through, but I don't know, I just didn't want to draw another background, so yeah, the smiles twitch, that's where you can see, the smiles twitch. It's kind of distracting. Anyways, I wanted the clouds to be a bit transparent, but for some reason when I exported it just wouldn't work like that, which is very strange. The assets in this first episode are not that good, because when I made the assets, I was under the impression of rushing. So that's why Citadel of Volatility has the worst asset. I mean, look at that Dane plant. That's a horrible plant. No. Good thing I updated it for the next episode. Yeah, I voiced all the characters in this one, because I was also trying to rush, and so I didn't think to voice any of the characters. Oh my gosh, Tower of Harsh Aesthetical Obstacles. I mean, it's a harsh aesthetical. That's why I made the mouth white and the eyes black, but it still just looks kind of creepy, you know? That was the scene where I found out the Tower of Lunar Scaling should, like, not have legs, because the legs, whichever way you draw them, they would be uneven. I didn't know how to get around that, so Tower of Lunar Scaling just flies now. Like, the moon. Oh, I might end up just watching this video twice, and that's the whole director commentary. So, how are you doing? I don't care. I'm Tower Smiling Heights. I have eyes. Oh yeah, the eyes. The cartoon eyes, they actually weren't as hard to draw as it seems. It's kind of annoying that I have to draw them just for this one character, but whatever. Oh right, the whole thing of Citadel Volatility and other things flying all the way into the ETOHOS Discord server. That was because I forgot to record a line of the script that showed Citadel Volatility and the other one exiting the building, and it was kind of a continuity break, so I just had to go to duct tape solution there that they flew in, that the kick was so strong that they flew into the ETOHOS Discord server, and somehow Tower of Heck knows that they're safe, which is kind of weird. Right, I'm in this scene because it's got Jada Chester. Oh, I don't like that scene. Okay, that wasn't properly timed. I'm not really watching the episode anymore. But yeah, I kind of snuck myself in, because why not, you know, what's the word? Schadenfreude. No, that's the wrong word. Self-mockery, self-deprivation. Self-deprecation? I don't know. Self. You know, the people on the Discord server, they were kind of like, I literally sent out a poll. I was like, are you concerned for the show? And they're like, yeah, we're concerned for the show. The clouds on the bottom. That was a choice. I wanted there to be something nice to look at, but since the Discord layer is on the same layer as the background layer, I couldn't. I just wanted the clouds to go behind the Discord tree, but I didn't know how to do it. There's probably some way to do it. So I just said, the clouds on the ground. It's part of the anatomy of this weird metal planet they're on. Clouds on the ground, and they're darker than usual clouds because they're made of heavier matter. And yeah, that thing you just saw of Tower of Lunar Scaling, Lunar almost swearing, that was made by Simon. They looked at the script and just thought it would be cool to add that in, and I agree. Okay, this scene right here with the 3 contestants just posing on the block, that was the most changed scene of the episode, because it made it right at the very beginning. And whenever there was a stylistic change, I had to go back in, and you can see the limbs. The limbs aren't at the proper height. I'm just going to replay the episode from here. The limbs aren't at the proper length, because I just didn't think of it at the time. And so yeah, the line was made by Simon. They just put it in, and I did. And that kind of started the whole character of Tower of Lunar being crazy. Because why not? It's fun, you know? We barely have any crazy characters in the show. The host currently seems just like a normal person, which is weird. And okay, we're back to the intro again. I really hate that I'm gonna use different music for when I remake this intro, because I really like this music as intro music. This is not a good intro. I kind of know how Mortal Fruit feels now, but so for the whole show, whenever I tried to draw limbs or faces, I used a square brush, a brush that was square, to just add, because, you know, JTO towers, they're made up of squares. Roblox, everything's made out of studs, which are squares. And so I just kind of wanted to give it a bit of a gamey feel, because everything was drawn out of a square. It's a nice stylistic choice. When I drew the character bodies, though, I used a different brush, so that didn't really age well. And again, these limbs, these are hand-drawn right here. With Tower of Hell speaking. I didn't think to make custom mouths yet that would move up and down. The mouths are also something I'm going to have to fix for the next episode, but yeah. These are the custom mouths that I drew. They're not the best. I'll update them next episode to be more angular and fitting with the show's general art style that it has now. But they are mouths, and they do the job. They do the job. Ha ha ha. This joke with TOCI and ETOHOS Discord server, I'm surprised that neither Discord server was pissed when I made the episode, because I spent like all this episode just like making fun of the ETOHOS Discord server, and oh, there's a white dot there, that's not supposed to be there, and like, I'm surprised that they didn't have a problem with me calling their server like toxic. And I just hate, for some reason people don't hate dank memes channels, but yeah, those were the channel. So for that picture of the anime girl, I just literally searched up generic anime girl, and that was one of the results. So I cropped that and put that into the Discord profile picture, because like, I was gonna have I thought I just heard something. I was gonna have a joke of like one tower. It's probably Citadel of Rage. He would walk into a room in the Discord server and be like, alright, and there would be like a bunch of people with anime girl profile pics, and he would be like, alright, so how many of you are actually women? Well, that's kind of transphobic. So how many of, alright, so how many of you are cis? And then, or maybe he should ask, like, how many of you are trans? And then everybody would raise their hand, because I'm not sure if there is a cis woman on that server, I'm sorry. Everybody's either like a cis male and also a horrible person, or they're a trans woman and possibly is also a horrible person. That's my opinions. Again, like, I was making all these opinions while not even being on the Discord server. I literally joined the Discord server while trying to market the show, and it's as bad as I thought, but it's not as bad as I thought. Not everybody there is horrible, disgusting monsters of filth. And they also like this show for some reason. Oh yeah, the idea to have Howie, Tower of Harshstick Lobskulls have fingers. I don't know. I don't like this scene. It's just not generally nice. It's nobody moves. Nobody moves. Everything's so static. It's just weird. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. I could have done better. This was one of the last scenes that I animated. You know, Oh yeah, the thing with Desert Bus getting no screen time this episode. I was gonna have a scene with him, but it felt too similar to Tower of Spiraling Heights scene. No, Tower of Spicy Head Creams scene right here, that I just cut it and thought it would be funnier if Desert Bus just didn't get any screen time and kind of play off it on the next episode. But yeah, I did make Desert Bus his asset, because, you know, it's shown in the thing, but it was literally just, oh, rectangle, a rectangle, rectangle. Now, this scene, where there's the tween at the beginning of them walking in, because I didn't want to animate them walking in. But I really should have, because the tween just makes it look weird, because the characters just snap into place, and then they don't move, and then it's just weird. I could have handled that, animating that scene so much better, but you know, it's a learning experience. Okay, so here's the best animated shot of the show so far, where Not Even a Heck kicks Citadel of Rage. I was kind of happy with how it turned out. It didn't really line up all that well with the audio, but that was kind of a problem for me for some reason. I'm still surprised that people like this show, since the animation is really not all too good, but I think it's just the shock of seeing a ETO object show, because this is the first one ever, as far as I know. We have the twist here with Not Even a Heck being on the block. I thought that was a fun way to keep the viewers on their toes, because it wasn't a straightforward challenge, you know, there was a twist. And every good challenge has a twist in it. And for this scene with Tower of Heck on the phone, I had to, like, animate his movements as much as possible, because it's just a character talking to themselves, pretty much. So I had to make... Oh, that was the best walk cycle in the show, basically. So I had to make it seem as interesting as possible, which was pretty hard, but I tried. I have way more to say about this show. I worked on this show for so long. I have so many stories from it. I can't... 2 reps. Yeah, at the end, the bars open up, which I should have done for longer. I thought it was a cool effect, but I don't know. These are the credits. Oh yeah, I'm going to use one Tim Fallon's on every episode. I think I better end this soon. I've better sing the voice. Dun 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 dun